Oh man, what is happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This light is a little off. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're doing well. Now I'm feeling washed out. I don't know what to do with this thing. That's probably fine when it's original position. Let's listen to Joan Armatrading. Armatrading. One of you have given me the pronunciation. Armatrading with her track Down to Zero. This is going to be the opener off of her album, Joan Armatrading, released 1976. We had listened to Joan a long time ago, considering, and I have always kept her on my mind, and now we are finally returning to listen to this track. So many of you, which I thank you for, so many of you had recommended me so many different tracks from her, and I am very excited to listen to more from her after we listened to Love and Affection. We watched that live performance, and the amount of comments from that video has just been overwhelming with suggestions. So I'm very happy to listen to more. Absolutely happy to listen to more. I couldn't even list everyone that's recommended this particular track. G. Bulmer, Roy Clay, Shayna Hudson Stowe, F. Gilroy, K.S., Mark Wioski, M.A. Speary, Deborah, Rabanek, Frank, Sean, Richard, Cece, Gene, Harvey. There's so many of you. So let's do away with the talking, more listening. Joan Armatrading, Down to Zero. Already.
All the feeling when you're reeling, you step lightly thinking you're number one. Down to zero with a word, leaving for another one. Now you walk with your feet back on the ground. Down to the ground, down to the ground. Down to the ground, down to the ground. Brand new dandy, first class seat stealer. Walks to the crowd and takes your man, sends you rushing to the mirror. Brush your eyebrows and say, there's more beauty in you than anyone. I remember who walked the walk sand beside you. More to your heel, let the waves come rushing in. She took the worry from your head, but then again, she put trouble in your heart instead. Then you fall down to the ground, down to the ground. You know how it is, still more crying when you're thinking of your mother's only son. Take to your bed, you set this peace and sleep, but you dream of love instead. All the heartache you'll find can bring more pain than a blistering sun. But oh, when you fall, oh, when you fall at my door.
Wow.
All the feeling when you're reeling, you step lightly thinking you're number one. Down to zero with a word, leaving for another one. Now you walk with your feet back on the ground. Down to the ground, down to the ground. Down to the ground, down to the ground. You know how it is, still more crying when you're thinking of your mother's only son. Take to your bed, you set this peace and sleep, but you dream of love instead.
You guys were not kidding. Joan Armatrading. Down to zero. This is like a jazz soaked folk song in which it has, of course, the storytelling, the personality, and the personableness of the vocals, her delivery of folk music, right? You got that. But then just the piano just lightly tickling everything. You even have some steel guitar in here. That's being played by BJ Cole. Love that little solo. It just adds a different kind of texture to the song that you could kind of peek at before. You could kind of get a sense of, but it wasn't until then that it's fully realized. Let's talk about her delivery, though. Not only does she have, of course, a beautiful voice. I mean, there's no doubt about that, and her delivery is stellar. But let's focus on that delivery. She has a way of catching you. She almost has a way of catching herself, where she begins to sing, allows the notes to come out, allows a certain elation to come out with the notes, and then she like catches it. It's like a dramatic cutting off of the tone of her voice. She may begin to rise higher and higher, but then she immediately, like I said, cuts it off and brings it back down to a lower, maybe speaking voice, perhaps. I don't know how she sounds speaking, but she brings it down to a lower register, which just adds this wonderful dynamic to the music and specifically the themes, because her lyrics are talking to someone. She constantly uses you. So when she does that, perhaps she's cutting herself off from her emotions in this talking to someone. Don't know. We got to look at the lyrics a little bit more in depth to kind of realize that. But I just really like how she does that. She also kind of does a skipping stones across the pond kind of movement with her lyrics and her delivery as well. I don't remember exactly the line, but let me see if I can find it. It was when she says, "You won't put your feet back on the ground." She kind of skips her. I don't know how to say it, but she kind of doubles her syllables, like muttering it, like stuttering it. It's like, "Da, da, 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 da," and then allows the words to actually flow afterwards. I just really like that. This was really good. I really like that little steel guitar solo in there as well. Let's talk about these lyrics. Oh, the feeling when you're reeling, you step lightly thinking you're number one. Down to zero with a word leaving for another one. Now you won't put your feet back on the ground, down to the ground, down to the ground. Brand new dandy, first class scene stealer, walks through the crowd and takes your man, sends you rushing to the mirror, brush your eyebrows and say, "There's more beauty in you than anyone." Let's back this up. Just from what we read, I'm getting this. You're comfortable with your partner in your relationship. You have a confidence that they want you and you want them, and there's this kind of security there. You're feeling, as she says, the feeling, well, no, okay, never mind. Oh yeah, you step lightly thinking you're number one because you think that everything's perfect. However, something goes askew in the relationship. Perhaps there's a third party, if you will, perhaps, or it could really be anything. And all of a sudden, that confidence in your relationship, that confidence in the other person is now down to zero. Oh, remember who walked the warm sand beside you. More to your heel, let the waves come rushing in. She took the worry from your head, but then again, she put trouble in your heart instead, and you fall down to the ground, now spitting the facts back at this other person. You may have left me for this other person, but now, see what's going on? You remember how I kept you safe, warm, kept you loved, and everything? And now, see what you're doing? She put trouble in your heart instead. Now he's feeling down to the ground, or they are. You'll know heartache, still more crying when you're thinking of your mother's only son. Take to your bed. You say there's peace in sleep, but you dream of love instead. Woo! Can't even escape in your own sleep. Oh, the heartache you'll find can bring more pain than a blistering sun. But oh, when you fall, fall at my door. The feeling when you're reeling, you step. We've read that part. That's the chorus repeating again. And then the heartache you'll know. Yeah. That's good. That's good. You may have thought you left me for a better choice, but man, when you come back and when you feel that heartache, I want you to fall at my door. She says fall at my door because she wants to see it. Ooh! That's hot. That's very, very hot. Great track. Really wonderful stuff. Thank you guys so much for the recommendation. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, of course. If you're interested, you can follow me on Twitter. I I post occasionally. You can also support the channel and myself on Patreon. Helps me get more videos out and do more for the channel. And otherwise, besides that, I just hope that you had a good time. Like the video before you leave. That helps a lot. And that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks again for being here, and I will see you all later. Bye.